He's big and strong. He has an electric arm that reminds me more of Favre than Rodgers. Rodgers is a laser-guided missile. There was something about Favre's arm that stood out to me more. It was electric, and that's what I get from Patrick Mahomes. And he has this thing about him, Mahomes. He's like Aaron Rodgers. He's Aaron Rodgers, but everyone seems to love the guy, right? He's Brett Favre, but no turnovers. So if I told you there was a court, I could take I'm going to give you Brett Favre, and I'm going to take the turnovers away. Because you say, well, that's Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, but Rodgers doesn't have that same energy with his teammates, it seems to me, the way Favre did. He doesn't electrify everyone quite the same way, even though he's a better player.
You want to know what I would do if you told me?
That I give you Brett Favre and took away the turnovers?
You see this blank sheet of paper right here?
Yeah.
That's a blank check.
That's what they did with him.
Tell me what you want.
They gave him $500 million.
Write what you want on this piece of paper. Sign me up for it.
So that's Patrick Mahomes. However, an unnamed defensive play caller.
Womp womp.
Remember from the article where it was like an unnamed defensive play caller says, doesn't matter what, Lamar Jackson will never be a tier 1 quarterback?
Don't be a coward. Put your name on it,
in
man.
that same article, an unnamed defensive play caller does not believe Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time. No, he's not that. Is the best quarterback in the league? No, it's not that. Is better than Rodgers? No, not that. An unnamed defensive play caller does not believe Patrick Mahomes is a tier 1 quarterback today. This quote in Mike Sando's annual NFL quarterback tiers story in The Athletic. Quote, we love Mahomes because of his unorthodox throws, not because of his natural pocket presence. And when that disappears, that is when they lose games. I don't think that is number 1. I think that is a number 2. Nothing against the guy. I love the kid. But take his first read away, and what does he do? He runs, he scrambles, and he plays street ball. There's some coded language there in my view. Street ball. What would Al Pacino tell Jamie Foxx in Any Given Sunday? Go out to the car and run to the right. He was trying to relate to the player from, shall we say, the inner city. You know what scene I'm talking about? You ever see? Yeah, right, great movie.
These folks are unbelievable, man.
What do you think about that? Listen,
they're unbelievable.
As with much criticism that for certain reasons you might not agree with, there is a kernel of truth in there. Yes, Patrick Mahomes often goes to his first read. Guess why? Because his first read is the best one to go to, right? And so he has a lot of success. He has Kittle, and until recently had Tyreek Hill, and Andy Reid's the coach. They know what they're doing. And by the way, yeah, he can scramble and make off-schedule plays because he has that ability. You want him to do that. And probably that is an area where he can improve. But you think that takes him out of being a tier 1 quarterback? The first time he started in the NFL, he threw 50 touchdowns, had a 4-to-1 plus touchdown interception ratio, would have, I thought, won the Super Bowl had it not been for a pre-snap penalty where Brady gets the ball back and he never gets to touch it again in overtime, and won the MVP. That's his first season as a starter in his second year in the league. The next year, he won the Super Bowl and won Super Bowl MVP. He has hosted the AFC Championship game every single year, and every year is among the league leaders in QBR. That's not a tier 1 quarterback because he's not perfect. No one's perfect. What's going on?
Yeah, you're gonna have moments here and there when you're not at your best, but Patrick Mahomes is a tier 1 quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is in the upper echelon of quarterbacks in the National Football League.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback I've ever seen. He's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. He's the best quarterback who ever lived. I'm not saying he's the greatest.
And I can't argue. And I can't sit up and argue that. I won't argue that either.
He's the best quarterback I've ever seen with my own eyes.
But here, according to Pro Football Focus, right? Patrick Mahomes, since 2018, on throws past his first read, he has a grade of a 91, which is first in the NFL. He has over 2 yards shy of 5,000 yards, which is first in the NFL, and 39 passing touchdowns, which is first in the NFL. Sounds like to me that anonymous defensive play caller, obviously he doesn't have cable because he haven't watched the things that have transpired the last 4 years.
He's mad because he used to call defensive plays against Patrick Mahomes. He probably got burnt.
Or Maxie Cleveland.
Probably sitting there going, oh, it's because of that off-schedule play.
Does he have cable, Max? Because I don't think he has cable. Because he doesn't know about Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know if it's a play caller. I'm be honest, because I don't know what play caller in the National Football League will sit up here and say things like that about Patrick Mahomes. He's not a tier 1 quarterback.
Who's in tier 1?
Brady.
Actually, one of the truth, tier 1 is Patrick Mahomes. Now let's talk about tier 2. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert. Tier 1 is Patrick Mahomes.
I got all three of those guys.
Forget about that guy not having cable. Does he have eyes at all?
Eyes.
Does he have sight?
Best quarterbacks in the NFL. The guys I'd want, and not only that, but the guys I want on my team, given it's the same team for everyone, right? It has a chance to win. I'll take Patrick Mahomes 1, and based on the way that Aaron Rodgers has played recently when it matters most, I'll take Tom Brady 2 right now.
I wouldn't argue with that.
And then I might take Joe Burrow. I like Joe Burrow under pressure more than Aaron Rodgers. And by the way, Burrow is big and fast and accurate, and he has a big arm. People always gloss over that because he has moxie and he has this. He has it.
No,
so we act like that's all he has. Joe Burrow is legitimately fast. He has a legitimately excellent arm. It is accurate. He can throw the deep ball. He reads defenses.
Now, fast. You just everything else you were saying, you were outstanding.
Okay,
you go overboard saying fast.
Look up his 40 time next to Justin Herbert's. Is Justin Herbert fast?
Why would I say Justin Herbert's fast? They're doable. They can get it done with their legs. That don't make them fast.
Oh, is Patrick Mahomes fast?
Fast to me is like from the quarterback position, 4.5, 4.6.
Okay.
That's fast.
Yeah, I wonder what. You know what? Let's look it up. Am I going to have to look it up? Can we get someone in the control room to look this up? Isabella, look this up. Look up Joe Burrow's time in the 40.
40 time?
I'm going to tell you if it.
4.9.
Never mind. All right, as I was telling you. He's mobile.
But you were going good. You was doing great, Max, until you came with the fact. You went overboard a little. You jumped into the ocean with no life vest.
I just remember his time in the 40 being better than that.
No, but he is mobile and he can get it done with his legs. He did it numerous occasions last year. And he also did it in the playoffs
Harry,
too.
Let me just explain something to you. You can't call Joe Burrow fast. I think you should retract that because 4.9.
Get out of here, Max. I had to stop you. I couldn't let you continue.
Is Aaron Rodgers still a clutch player? I'm going to go on the record and say he was once a clutch player. Meaning that not I saw one or two instances consistently on third down when you needed it, he came through. And in the playoffs, I thought he was quite good. I have not seen that in recent years. I think the reason that LaFleur took the ball out of his hands, he took the ball out of the best quarterback in the game's hands, basically, who won the MVP, and he put it in the hands of the greatest quarterback of all time with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line.
On the line.
At home. They hosted at home
Bay.
at Lambeau. And the reason he did it was Rodgers. Look, sometimes a quarterback makes a throw that you say, well, the receiver could have caught that. But there's a difference between doing that and throwing a nice catchable ball, you know? And Rodgers was slinging it, and you say, oh, well, that was really on the receiver. Kind of.
See, that's what a lot of people don't understand, especially like when you're in cold weather and the ball is hard as hell. Like you have a quarterback that's throwing the ball 100 miles per hour and you're trying to catch a brick.
Yeah.
People don't understand. People, oh, come on, he has to catch the football. Do you know it's -2 out here and it feels like a brick coming at you?
And Rodgers has always had, that's what I think of as arm talent. Not just can you throw it hard and place it, but do you throw it in a way where the receiver has an easier time catching it? We see this in basketball. How do you know when a guy's going to hit a three, a spot-up shooter? How did the point guard get him the ball, or that last pass to get to him? Was it nice in rhythm?
In rhythm, that's right.
And in the where he likes it, he's going to hit it.
Sweet
if he has
spot.
to reach and get out of rhythm, a lot of times they miss. Same thing with the receiver. And Rodgers has incredible arm talent. He could put it in a bread basket.
He can make every throw there is.
But I've seen in the playoffs recently where you go, yeah, I guess that's catchable, but is it catchable? Is it nice the way the receiver? Nah. Is Rodgers a clutch player? Ellen St. Louis.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up?
Hey, I've been having this question for years. Why is Aaron Rodgers always rated the #1 quarterback in the league when he hasn't done what people say show up in the playoffs in over 10 years? Justin Herbert hasn't done anything, but he's rated more than Lamar Jackson, who's done more than a lot of, first 3-year quarterbacks in the league. And he's like,